Okay, so what you need is a 2mm hex screw and a T10 Torx bit. And then I have my screwdriver and an extension and a little magnet plate to catch the screws. First thing we want to do is bring the extruder up to the front of the machine. And then after we do that, you're going to go ahead and power off the machine and unplug it. And at the top here, we're using our 2mm hex screw. I'm just going to remove the 2 screws there. Alright, so now we're just going to pop off the top here. Put it off to the side. And there's 2 connections at the top. We're going to disconnect both of those. Not used to doing this with one hand trying to hold the camera, the other hand trying to take this thing off. But yeah, it should just pop off. And the one in the back as well, it just pops right off. Kind of got to get a fingernail up under there. Alright, so I have my screwdriver with the extension and the Torx bit on there. What we're going to do is we're going to take out these 2 security screws. So you can see there's one in there. It's the screw to the left. And on the other side, same thing. You want to take out the screw on the left. So again, I'll try to do this one-handed. Okay. You don't need to take the screws all the way out. Just kind of leave them in there. It makes putting this thing back together a lot easier if the screws are already in there. So I went ahead and took both screws out. The extruder just pops right off. And for the next part, what we're going to do is we're going to remove these 2 screws here. We can use that same T10 Torx bit on there. Alright, so I've already removed the screw on the left. So now we'll go ahead and just pop out the screw on the right. Kind of have to hold down this whole assembly so it comes out a little bit easier. Alright, once you have that screw out, everything just pops off. Now this wheel here, this gets dirty. I just use a toothbrush to clean out that gear there. And then this wheel should spin freely as well. So to reassemble this thing, you just want to kind of line everything back up and hold it in place so you can get that screw in there. Once you got it in, you kind of have to press down on the lever and then screw it the rest of the way in. Once that's in, go ahead and screw in the other screw. And the little flywheel should spin freely when you press down on the lever there. This part here is just the inside of the assembly where the extruder goes. I just wanted to show this on the camera. It's a lot easier to see on the camera than if you tried to stick your face in there. Alright, to put the extruder back on, you kind of have to line up that piece of filament with the hole on the extruder if you have a filament there. Ideally, you don't want any filament there. You want to extrude it all out at the beginning. But just in case, if your extruder is not working, then you're going to have filament there. And as you can tell, it is kind of a struggle sometimes to get that thing to line up. So anyway, once you have that extruder in there, you're just going to go ahead and screw these screws back in. And go ahead and reconnect your connections. Okay, and then we flip that top back on there. Go ahead and put those screws in. And you're all done. Just power on the device. And we're back in business.